What's up, guys? I'm just gonna do an update real quick. It's been a long time. How many months has it been, babe? Since I quit methadone? When did I stop going to that? Yeah, we're at like the end of January now. Yeah, so it had to have been like what, beginning of or the end of October even, right? It was the end of October. So yeah, I'm really bad at math off the top of the head, so I can't really tell you guys how long it's been since I've been off the methadone, and it's all kind of the same. It all loops together because I was on Suboxone before that. Then I, what people would say, relapse. I don't really know if that's what it is, because I tried to get on pills to stop taking sub. And then I ended up at the methadone clinic, and I eventually was like, fuck that. So, anyway, I'm just giving you guys an update on what life's been like for me. Um, just trying to help out people who like are getting off stuff, whatever the case may be. Um, me, been feeling good. I had, like I said, a lot of problems with my stomach. It seemed like after all the, my body trying to get rid of all the like toxins. And then once my stomach calmed down, um, just TMI, it was just it got hard to use the bathroom again. I realized that I had done some serious damage to my stomach. I think I might have a little bit of gallstones. Actually, I'm supposed to go in for an ultrasound on my stomach. I turned kind of to like a peanut butter and juice diet within the last couple days because I just have I don't know. There's so many sicknesses going on. I'm damn near convinced that the big cheese is just trying to kill us off, man. Because it's hard to say what it is or if it was damaged. So I can't really like say what. All I can tell you guys is that we fuck our stomachs up really bad, way worse than we think. Like our whole body is constantly depressing our bodies for that long. It's hard coming out of to the other side. For a very long time, there was just a very depressive feeling that came over me. Took a very long time to get motivated to do anything, even though I was forcing myself to work. Um, Now my wife is getting tested for breast cancer. So I mean, she's got a giant lump in the side of her breast, and we're just trying to figure out what that is. So it's been a lot of stuff going on. Um, I haven't really been as active as I kind of want to be, just because I'm just hoping that these videos over time, maybe YouTube will pick up on them, and maybe they'll help somebody. I don't know. I'm not like a social butterfly or very good at interpreting my thoughts or articulating, I guess. But I will say that it's been that long, guys, and no opiates, no kratom, no methadone, no Suboxone, no anything similar to an opiate. Now, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't, you know, slip up a couple days and maybe, drink or smoke some weed or stuff like that. But I'm only human. But no opiates, no Suboxone, no methadone, no kratom, no anything like an opiate whatsoever since October. And, you know, my normal feeling of like well-being is still coming back. Even with the stomach problems, it seemed like towards the beginning of this month, you know, I could just feel things getting like more different, like as far as like um just feeling a little better as far as like out there natural energy. I don't get the I wasn't getting like the national natural energy of like, let's say somebody who's been sober their whole life, you know how you get endorphins when you work or work out. But I was getting more. I noticed it was my walks kind of turned into a little bit of a jog. It just became easier to get through the workday. Which it's like, it's kind of learning how to relive again, man. Like, you might have created this facade of yourself, or I say facade, but you might have been a really strong person on opiates or on Suboxone or whatever the case may be. You might have been able to multitask and handle all these problems like a champ, and maybe you were, to yourself in your ego, the construct of the ego, you might not have been able to tell your flaws on those things, you know what I'm saying? But to you, you were getting it all done, you were getting it handled, shit was happening. Well, when you quit, you know, your 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 emotions are louder. It's way harder to how do I say? It's like you got to learn how to do it all over again. You know what you know, like you learn what you learn, right? But all those things that might have stressed you out a lot less and made it seem like shit was easier for you. That shit's gonna be a lot harder, dude. Let me just tell you that right now. So just be prepared for that. I mean, if you guys haven't done it yet and you're thinking about doing it, just know that you're gonna have to like strengthen your mind like a tool. Your mind is a tool, and self doubt, all these things that we kind of tuck away as humans, or we don't try to show. Everybody wants to show the Instagram face, happy, everything's great, got the perfect kids, got the look at my car. But deep down inside, we all know that that's bullshit, man. We all know that we are, to us, the ego can make everyone around us seem like NPCs, and we try to show the world that we're the strong ones, or we're the smart ones, or we're the what, or we're the beautiful ones, or we're the this, and all that shit's bullshit, man. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, most people are high on something or drunk half the time, and that's just the reality, man. I mean, I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying there aren't sober people, happy people, and all that, but the reality is pretty dark, man, that most people are living like NPCs anyway, because they're not woke up to what's really going on as a whole. And what's going on as a whole is we're being dumbed down by medications. There's chemicals in the food, and I'm not talking conspiracy. I'm just saying, like, literally, you can look on the box and see some of the shit that's in there, and the water, the waters that are filtered. We don't know to what degree the water's filtered coming out of the sink. And again, this isn't conspiracy, because if I wanted to go that route, I have a whole lot of stuff I could tell you guys. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying there's so much shit going on right now, guys. There's so many people getting sick, to a point to where you got to sit back and kind of think, man, like what is really going on here? Because if you really look around and you do your research, you'll find it's like, dude, this ain't normal, man. This is not like, I'm a millennial, man. I know what it was like living in the late 90s, early 2000s, aside from 9/11 and all that. And I can tell you guys right now, shit is crazy nowadays. And so yeah, the way I've been feeling is my emotional stability is kind of, it's pretty close to back. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I still got some building as far as in my mind, and obviously as a trade, but that I got to do. But as far as shit's coming back, guys. It's just like, I mean, you can only suffer for so long, and the more you use your brain. One problem is I know I need to push myself socially. I know I need to push myself, because I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really like to fucking talk to a whole lot of people. I don't like, it's not that I don't like people. It's not that I don't have faith that there's good people and stuff like that. It's just, it's kind of exhausting to for me to my personality type is like an architect, right? I don't know if you've researched that. I'm a Virgo as well, if you believe in astrology. So I'm kind of like just reserved, it's nothing personal. It's just, what I do for work. I don't really have to conversate with anybody but the people either working for me, or if I'm working with or for other people, those people I conversate with. But I don't really have to, I mean, I live in a pretty remote place. It's a kind of a small town, but I just find myself when I'm in a social setting, or if I'm around people, I don't like being pulled in people's direction. You know, I like to stay on my direction, and call that selfish, egotistical, whatever the case. Like, it probably is. Be honest with you, but I just don't. So yeah, I think it's time for me to build on some of those things. And yeah, I mean, but I really do pray for everybody out there, and I truly mean this, man, that you guys can get sober, because it's worth it, man. You guys have to realize, like, before you took opiates, there was happiness. Like, regardless of the traumas, we all got traumas in our lives. We all got things that make it easier to become addicts, right, when it happens. But first off is believing that there is no such thing as an addict, okay? And I say that, and I'm not saying medical doctors aren't right. I'm saying you as a person have to believe that because at one point in your life you were not an addict, like I'm talking a drug addict, you cannot say that you are going to be stuck being an addict. It's not true. It's false. That if you believe that, you're just buying into a lie. You know what I mean? Which says that you have a disease now. You're always going to need to take this one thing. You guys, there is so much shit out here that you can take anyway. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not saying it's okay to be on anything, but I'm just saying, like, if your main goal is to be high, think about it like this. You're taking something that is impossible to be high all the time, because your tolerance is going up. You're not going to feel the same. You're destroying your body. You're slowing down your intestines, your kidneys, your liver. Everything in your body is trying so hard to get this shit out of it. And your brain is the only thing that's like wants it. You know what I mean? So, because you're developing a dependency. But there's no such thing as an addict, guys. It doesn't exist. All there is chemical balances and chemical reactions that happen in your brain, you know what I'm saying, that you get used to over time. And you can put a name on that, but that's all it really is if you think about it down to its core. So the longer your brain goes without that substance, it's eventually going to have to relax itself. Those things are going to repair in your brain. And it might not feel like it's ever going to happen, for a while. And most people might not think that they have the time, but it's like, it's your life, man. Nobody is going to fight the battle for you. You have to fight it for yourself. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter whether you're a woman, a man, whatever the case may be. But you can't lie to yourself and say, I'm a strong independent person, or I'm an alpha woman, or I'm an alpha male, or this and that. But we're high all the time on the same shit. Like, how do you know how strong you are unless you can say you at your core, you know what I mean, lacking every drug? Who are you going to be then? Do you even know? Because I'll tell you, I'm a lot different than I thought I was. I just found a way to stay in a closet or a dark room or something. But tucking all my feelings and emotions away. God gave us emotions and feelings for a reason. So I pray for all you guys out there fighting your war. You know, I'm proof that it can happen from the very first video I posted. Even though it was only a couple days in, I wasn't lying. I did what I said I was gonna do, and I know that you guys can too. And I know a lot of you people out there, you know, you guys, there's a lot of you out there are strong. Some of you guys feel weak, but you're really strong. You know what I mean? Strong mentally, physically. A lot of you guys want to break out of this bullshit matrix of all these constructs, you know, and it honestly begins by getting sober. So anyway, peace to you guys, and hope you guys have a good day.